Gotta be speedy. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this turning out, let's build a hockey stadium in Minecraft. This is episode number 4, and we are live, and we're gonna go over there and do the thing, because we gotta actually be there to do it. Yeah, I don't know. I'll wait for people to come in, because, yeah. That's kind of a crucial part of, streaming, people being there. I mean, I can still stream without people there, as, Challenge Survival proved the other day. But, that's not really important. Hello, Finn. I have no comment. Just none. So... what's the plan with the shape? And is this wide enough? I don't actually... okay. So... this is where I have an issue, and I guess it's a good and bad issue to have. It's bad because I don't know how spacing is gonna work, but it's good because I have space. That's great. Hello, Rain. So the outer ring. Okay, I'm just gonna make it. I'm just gonna make the outer ring, and then we'll figure it out from there. Because I don't know. I just don't know. Oh God. I don't know how the math will work with the spacing I'm gonna have left. Because what my intentions would be is to have this be the inner ring, and then have almost another ring to where I can have stairwells and shops and food and all that stuff. Which, granted, it depends on how I also do this. Because if I could have stairwells like on these two sides, I could have things connect into it. Maybe, I don't know, a little plaza or something, as Capital One Arena actually is. At least I know it is on one side. That's an interesting option. If you had to say hello, unbelievable. Hopefully everyone's having a good day or night, and on the topic of that, I am for the most part. I didn't have school today, which was fun. Although I slit my finger open on a box, and it really hurt. Like, really bad. I don't know why it hurt so bad, but, you know. That's one of those things, it just hurts, I don't know, man. Do I want to go 4 more, maybe? I don't want to have too big of a curve, but I don't want too small of a curve either. That might work. Yeah, Jaden and sour cream chips. Let's go! Hello, Lego Mario Bros. Unrelated, but I've got some fun stuff in store for the channel soon. I wanna do... I don't know why. I've kind of gotten inspiration from Instagram for certain things to do. And also something else that it's just a waiting game right now. Which is probably going to be one of the craziest things I've done in a while. You'll see why when I do it. It's not like something normal that you'd expect from this channel. But it's going to be something crazy. Is this gonna line up? It is gonna line up. Is it gonna look good and line up? Probably not. I mean, it works. Let me do another 2. And then have it diagonals, because it felt like too many 1s. Sure, that works. Skill marks and fences is turned on. Nice. Oh man, gotta marry the Lego character. Come on, you can't not marry a Lego character. That's just sinful. 455. Is it in line with the edge? Well, I'd assume it's in line with the edge of that on both of them, because it is. If it isn't, then we have an issue. Negative 103. Okay, yeah, it is. I was like, wait. But because if it didn't, it would essentially mean that I somehow skewed the entire thing a block. And that is not good. Okay, is that lined up? It has to be lined up because if it isn't, again, we're not gonna get the math to work. If the math, because the math worked before, it logically should have been centered. Negative 103, negative 103. Okay, nice. And then I really don't want to build that curve again. Oh my god, it's Gaming Warehouse. Hello, Technoblade is Pro. Should I be bowing down? No, you shouldn't. Yeah, this is gonna be an awkward thing to do. Honestly, how I mentioned my finger, I am pushing down on the stick. Because it's my thumb, I'm pushing down on the stick with my, like, the crux of my finger, and it hurts to do that. But it also hurts to push with the pad of my finger, so what do I do? Do I just cry about it? I guess. 537. Nice. I'm kind of doing it like in between the two. Bring the skeletons with you. Skull emoji. Nice, my phone's at 69%. Awesome, I went too far, I think. Oh, no, I didn't. That's why we check. This is why we check our math skills, guys. And then there's so many numbers in the corner, I'm gonna have to remember them and then remember them again. Because there's just that many. I don't know how that works that way. Come to think of it, here. I figured I was one off. But I like just making sure everything lines up properly. Even if I know I'm probably wrong, then I can get it exactly right. 7 5 3 3 2 2 2. 7 5 3 3 2 2 2. Okay. That's not terrible to remember. Seven, 5, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2. Now you go off me, 6. God, you're late. Also, let me go tell everybody to join, and then I'll... No. Finally upload today after 1-1. Let's go! Wait, that's a lot of dollars. That's a lot of dollars. And then if this lines up with, is it 4 twos? I think it's 4. Although I'm probably entirely wrong. Am I right? I am right. Oh, that's a first. Oh my god, it's Crazy Gaming. No way. Hi, Crazy. I was gonna say something. Smiley face. Is that a good shape? This may or may not be the final shape. It just depends on what I do. Now, the interesting thing... Okay. I'm gonna build it up with the intention of keeping this shape. However, with that being said, as I mentioned earlier, if I want to do something on one of the sides, that will give me more space to do whatever. Although it could just be a minor extension. It doesn't necessarily have to be something huge. Although... With that being said, this isn't like a huge amount of space. We'll go with it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Nah, Crazy Gaming's the one that creates lore. It's not Random's fault. To L Crazy Gaming. Dang. The savagery. Yeah, I gotta do another joint stream with you nerds. It's been a hot minute. Last time we were gonna do it, JM thought it'd be a good idea to not be available. Yeah, I'm blaming JM for this. When in doubt, blame JM. Sorry, JM. Nice. And then this will give us a shape. You had surgery on your shoulder? How is that? That sounds terrible. I'm not gonna lie. That sounds like terrible. And also, what did you do to need said surgery? Just out of curiosity. Yeah, that's like... I'd imagine that would suck. Alrighty. Now, how is the shaping of that? I'm hoping it looks good enough. It'll probably look like a racetrack right now. Yeah, that is quite large, I'm not gonna lie. I hate the amount of not curvature there is there, though. So, I'm gonna fill in this outer ring with gray concrete. However, I don't plan on keeping it... Okay, well, I plan on keeping it filled in. But I don't know if I'm gonna plan on keeping it this size yet. I don't have intentions of anything right now. Good ball. If everyone dislocated my shoulder, which then throw my leg for extra bone. Ouch! That sounds terrible. That sounds like real bad. That sounds like Ohio. What is it with Ohio on the... Ohio just gets flamed in my chat. I don't understand that. Yeah, it does sound like it hurt. I'd expect you to be in a sling. But yeah, that does sound like it hurt a lot. That's like domino effect at its finest. I'm gonna jump 1 foot, bricks up. How would you break your arm from trying to jump? Your leg, I would kind of anticipate. Well, not anticipate, but be... Not... I would not be shocked by. I don't think that's the life of Ohio. I think the life of Ohio is just not existing. If you're in Ohio, you automatically become irrelevant. Name me one non-sports player that is famous that you know lives in Ohio. Sports players don't count, they're forced to be there. Kinda expected it to go too far. Also, I don't know why I'm hand-filling all of this, so before anybody asks, don't. Emotional or physical pain. Emotional, I think, can do more of a toll to you. Physical pain probably isn't gonna last as long. But also, physical pain could turn into emotional pain. So they both kind of suck equally. Ever broke your arm? I have not. it does depend on the physical pain. If it's something like lingering or something that you have had for a while, then it's worse. But if it's something that you've had for like, if you break an arm per se, I'd imagine that wouldn't. I mean, that would be a lot of pain, but it wouldn't be over a long period of time. Like emotional probably would be. Sharp dirt bike peg we fall between my foot. I stepped on a rusty nail once, and it just hurt. There was nothing more to it. It just really hurt. It like really bad. It went through my shoe, through my sock, and through my skin, and it really hurt. That's like, that's one of those pains where when you look back at it, it's the worst thing. It's like you can almost feel it again. It's terrible. Salt in a wound. Salt in a wound is a physical pain. Hydrogen peroxide. No, no, no. Hand sanitizer in a cut. That's the worst. You can't top that. Literally and metaphorically now, when they can't clean the bacteria out of your food, just take a water pipe that is going 55 miles per hour going through your food and your That sounds kind of painful too. I slammed my head on a counter once and sliced my forehead open. That was fun. Not my brightest moment. I mean, obviously it wasn't on purpose, but like, you know, it hurt, and I had to get glue, some sort of medical glue on my forehead, and I kind of had it. I might actually still have a scar from it. It wasn't like a huge cut, but it hurt bad, pretty bad. Also, another stupid one. I slammed my cheek into a metal monkey, like a monkey bar kind of pole. I don't even know if it was a monkey bar pole. It was just a red pole sticking out of the ground in a playground, and I slammed my face up against it on accident, and it hurt. I've really injured myself in some stupid ways. The worst is like cutting yourself on something sharp and it just won't stop bleeding. Oh yeah, I did that the other day and that really hurt. Tag gun, probably nobody here knows what that is. But it's like those kind of plastic, almost clip type things that go into the holes that are like to hold things together when they're in packaging. I was using one of those at work, and the end of it is really sharp, so it can poke through pretty much anything it wants to, if you push hard enough. And I happened to push hard enough on my finger, and it hurt pretty bad. It didn't actually bleed that bad, because it was only like a little prick, but it hurt. Hello, McKenna. Well, yeah, salt in a wound, I'd imagine, would hurt. That's kind of why the saying is that crazy. Back, hello, Super Avid VR. Gaming Pro is a thing. I was on a PS party with him the other day for like 10 minutes until I had to leave. But, yeah, he's alive, I think. Literally nobody in this group, like, exists anymore, except for Crazy and I, and XD every once in a while. XD's been DMing me memes a lot on Discord, and I don't know why. Maybe that's for the bet. I'm just kidding. That's the funny thing about the school year versus the summer. The fact that during the school year, like, Crazy's on all the time. I mean, I'm on a lot, but a lot of the time I don't speak and I don't interact with anybody. I'm just on. And then Gaming Warehouse pops in once a month and then dies again. XD's on every, like, once a month, and then Gaming Pro usually is pretty active, although I don't know where he's been. I just find that ironic. And then during the summer, we're all on, and yeah, it's fun. It's fun to do literally nothing with my summer. Teardown is maybe. Hello, random. Sports and job. Okay, look, I also have a job, in all fairness. Or, I guess did. I don't know. I technically could still work, but we're gonna be all said and done with it in, like, a week, less than a week. By the end of the week, we'll be done. So that's cool. Which also is sad. It's very sad. But, I might get a job somewhere else. I'm not quite sure yet what I want to do. Crazy, just call people by their normal name so I can understand what you're saying. It's also, like, much more convenient. Kind of like what Random just did. Random went normal mode. Is this the parking lot? No, it's the, ring. It's kind of like the inner ring where you walk. I'm just using gray concrete as the floor because that was the first option that came to my mind. The stone and concrete have the same texture. Why? Oh wait, that is okay. Never mind. That's like gray concrete. What is stone? Okay, stone is different. I'm stupid. This is pretty dumb of me. That wasn't a request. That was a demand. If you want to have the lore, you can have the lore, but there's a certain line between when to actually use said lore. Oh, almost done, thankfully. Just this and then the little other tiny side. Which should hopefully be quick. And then we can get onto something interesting, but I also kind of want to do this so I can stall a little bit. Because, you know. Sometimes you do have to be that way. I cannot place blocks for the life of me. Not enough Minecraft for today. I really have not been, like, gaming that much, I feel like. I mean, for videos, yeah, but other than that, I haven't really done a whole lot of anything. I've been watching too much YouTube and hockey. Or working on the texture pack. That's the thing I've been doing. Or working, I guess. Although not much recently. I already mentioned you weren't here, so whatever. But I said I wasn't, because then I was aware that I wasn't. I didn't feel like it. It's a weird shape. I was gonna have to fill in the corners anyway, so I was like, whatever. I don't feel like dealing with coordinate stuff. That's boring. Filling it will take up a good chunk of the stream to make it look like we did less progress. But we are almost there now, so it's a little late for that suggestion. Bro, this is cringe. Yeah, fair enough. Nothing against him, just like in general. It was not like you'd expect like anything from that. You wouldn't expect this. Silence. Yeah, I was being very quiet. I was zoning out entirely. And by the time I realized I was zoning out, I figured to continue zoning out because there's no point in saying anything in the context. You should be offended, Crazy. Or you shouldn't be. That's really up for your decision. I don't care. Random is just flaming you right now, but I hate to agree with. I hate to say he's not wrong, but he's not. It's always something. I'm not streaming today. You should stream. Oh, frick. We should do Square Mania again soon. Poor City has not been touched in like 3 days. A little bit more than 3 days. To be fair, I feel like I do that a lot to projects. I don't touch them for long periods of time. Which I hope I'm out of that spell with at least LN2. I don't care about anything else. Hell Neighbor Revive can frick off. But LN2 needs progress. LN2 is the one thing that I worry about dying before I finish it because I've already put too much effort into it. Hell Neighbor Revived had its glory, and I think it's gonna have its glory. Regardless of just timings of anything. Just call him JM. That's what I always call him. And he doesn't seem to mind too much, so, you know. Haven't stopped yet. Why does this have to be inconvenient? Actually, either way is going to be inconvenient. Although this is the larger of the two corners. I guess, what is it? It's not a corner and it's not an angle. What is it? An edge? I guess so. I guess an edge. No, it's not an edge either because it's... An edge is an entire... A rounded edge? A rounded corner? I don't know. I'd consider joining one if you wanted to. Gaming Warehouse Gamer 6969. Okay, now that we've stalled and done an entire floor, that actually looks a lot nicer. Yeah, I think I can cut into that space slightly. All mods today. For now at least. Okay, so let me think about thinking. Do I want to round these corners more? I'd have to manually kind of round them, which would be awkward. Although I might just leave it. Not jam, not jam, JM. We're not going through that again. Yeah, we're not doing that again. Not your fault, Random, but just no. Random, I think you need to shut up, considering I was telling you the same thing. You kids. Children these days. Do I want to keep this as light gray concrete or make it a different color? I'll leave it as light gray concrete for now, although I think revisiting this as a different color is going to be something that might be not a bad idea. But, okay, hold on. Let me think of how they are in real life, because I'm Okay, I might have to alter it a little bit for it to work the way that I want it to work. Yeah, I might have to do this. And then also have... I kind of want it elevated. I think the elevatedness will be cool. I guess I could do it like this, actually. Got a street missing after, oh my god. Yes, it is random, and no, I cannot see retracted messages. But I read that before you retracted it. You realize that. I can see deleted, but not retracted. I am, that's true, Jam. Oh, frick, I was gonna use stone slabs, but I can't. Darn slabs. Okay, here I might have actually clickbaited myself. Because for whatever reason, they have chairs here, and I don't know why. At least in my reference. One thing I do really like about this texture pack is the fact that there's lines in between these. I tried to do that in mine, but the way that I did it, it kind of got screwed up, so I might have to change it. Which I don't feel like it, but, you know. Yeah, that's called mod power. Crazy, right? I'll just do, like, a small section. Maybe, like, that much, even. I either need one more or one less. I guess one more. Or, hypothetically... This is an interesting one. I might just go with the full row, because I think it'll be easier to work with. So this does kind of deem this little section most likely unusable. However, I mean, I can figure out a use for it. Maybe a little closet or something, but not very little. Well, I'll figure it out. Nobody exists. 3-block paths. Okay, I'll have a 3-block path on either side, I guess. Or do I only want one on the inside? I think 2 will be better. However, do I want to do also a different pattern for this? I mean, I guess... Because I'm thinking more of an incline. Because these seats in an actual stadium have more of an incline, and I don't really know why. Maybe for that visibility, because it looks like the visibility of this one is... Is it worse than that one? It's slightly worse. But wouldn't the same logic apply here versus down here? Or at least... it's hard to tell. The only thing is that I'd have to do, like, this. And then do that. You children are making me regret my decision to stream today. Except for Jam, he hasn't done anything. Sorry to throw you into this bus, Jam. Assuming you're still here. Perfect. It's actually kind of a cool texture. But what do I do about this? Because doing this isn't gonna help me. That gives me the exact same. Oh my god, Jam, no way. Weeping vines. These vines are kinda cool. I like the textures. It'd be interesting to see what I decide to do with them. I don't know exactly how high my options go here. Proof of concept, but okay. Okay, well this is... I don't know if there is a way for me to make it a bigger incline with the way that I'm doing this. Because I need the path... I mean, I could hypothetically ditch the pathway and it would, yes, give me a steeper incline, but there's no way to keep the incline, at least to an extent. I could actually do something like this. But then I'd probably have to do that, and that just doesn't... That doesn't seem like it is very helpful. Hold on, let me actually do 2 inclines like that, and then 2 the other way. Just to kind of see what it would do. Because I'm curious. Let me do it until it gets to the same point as that stair. So it is actually a higher incline. By much? No, but it is. Although I don't really like the way that it functions. Although I guess hypothetically... I'm about to just time you both out. I'm not gonna lie. I'm about to just time you both out. Logically speaking, Crazy, he's not wrong. He's speaking factual information. Don't be offended by it. Yeah, I don't know how exactly... Trapdoors could be useful, but at the same time... I'm kind of tempted to make all of it blocks instead of slabs. I kind of feel like the blocks will blend better. Well, actually... Let me look at the slab thing real quick. In a singular spot. Okay, maybe that is better because it just works. I don't know how to explain it, it just works. It could be better, random. How are you? This overhang is annoying me. Or this, I guess, not overhang. Steeple? Steeple's a roof term. Slope. There we go. My issue is that I can't do... I would do this and then have the stair half a block offset, but I can't do that. That's not a thing. Pretty much, Jam. You're not far off. Yeah, if you two don't pick it up today, I'm not dealing with this. I don't have the mental capacity for this right now. Whatever that noise I just heard was didn't sound like good at all. I might just go with the overhang and cry about it because I don't have another option, I think. Except for stalling and not worrying about it right now, which is not a terrible idea necessarily, but you know. Is it start as 2 at the bottom? Okay, this is oh wait. Oh, so okay, that's interesting. So it should just connect to the next row perfectly. Well, I guess I don't know the next row yet, so that's not very helpful. Also, I didn't think that through very well. Two is generous, JM. 2 is very generous. So, I mean, I guess logically I could do 2 and 2 then, because that would just logically. Also, how did I miss that one block? What was I doing? My thought would be to do this. That is like a thought. What about this? Actually, if I put another block back, that could potentially work. In an insane way. Yeah, that goes back to that. We could just go with this and hope that nobody falls on anybody else's head. And nobody's drunk. We're just gonna hope that nobody's drunk. Doggo bark. Dog really go bark. I could do that. I think that's gonna be. I think I'm gonna go with that. But that doesn't line up at all, and it's not gonna line up no matter what I do. Unless I manage to get away with something like that. But I'm not. It's gonna have to be a stair set. Which is inconvenient for the front of that more than anything else. Because then you have that little ridge. Well, if nobody's pregnant, what? I guess I could do this. That might actually work better. Because then it is still slightly offset. Also, I might be pregnant. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to bring the news, but I might be. Love this game, honestly. Very, very good. Very logical. Works perfectly. Not a single issue. Which this kind of does give actually the same issue that we had before, but to a lesser extent. And I guess that's the best option. I might only do like 4 rows of this just because too many might suck. Next stream Thursday, I think. Actually, I'm gonna have to change the weekly schedule a bit because I don't know if I'm gonna. No, I might be able to. I should be able to stream Friday. Never mind. I was thinking I wouldn't be able to, but I think that the reason that I thought I wasn't gonna be able to isn't a problem until later. So I should be good. Wait a second here. Never mind. Okay, I just confused myself, but it's fine. I kind of want to remove the trapdoors and just hope nobody falls. But it looks stupider without the trapdoors. Is there something... something that would work? Instead of the trapdoors, because it doesn't really need the full block. It kind of just needs, like, 3/4 of it. Full blocks? Full blocks? No. If I'm doing anything, I would do that, but that doesn't give enough space here. Although I could hypothetically bring this down a half a block. But then that gives me the same incline as this, which is pointless. And what I'm trying to not do. I really don't know if there is a way to win here. I really don't know. Because no matter what I'm gonna do, it's gonna give me the same result. Hello, Baha. Really tricky then. Yeah, and I might just have to go with either this or that overhang. But I'm not liking the trapdoors in the mass quantity. It just doesn't, it looks tacky. Dripster. Walking on spikes. Hello, Real Shiz. Let me try something. I might just try the normal overhang. Because the extreme overhang, or the extreme slope is just not working for some reason. The way that I'd like it to. Because also logically, is the view actually getting worse, or am I stupid? No, it is actually getting worse. Which is the other issue with that. Because if it isn't changing, whatever, but the fact that it's getting worse. See you later, crazy. I really don't know if there is a way to make it steeper. Other than the trapdoor method that I was just thinking about, but I don't think that looks good enough for my standards. I'm gonna get rid of this dripstone, it was a joke anyways. And also the trapdoors, because they're stupid. Got dark fast. Bruh, it's 5:40 and it's already pitch black out. It's so sad. That's why daylight saving sucks. Yeah, how it is in how it is in real life is this gap is smaller. But I can't really do that in Minecraft. You eat goldfish. I want goldfish. Give me some goldfish. I might actually add a different design to this wall or something. Just to give it a little bit of pop. And also do that, probably. But the light gray looks weird with the glass. In my opinion. I want some goldfish. Bad, I want some goldfish. Those things is built different. That's true, I guess. Yeah, 540. So sad. Back in my day, it used to be 640 when it got dark. Daylight savings jokes. I could get sneaky here. I don't know what that does, but you know. That's... I'd agree with that, other than the fact... Well, actually... Yeah, I think New Jersey deserves a football team. I think that's fair. I was gonna say on the fact that there's already 3 New York teams, but I guess hockey has 3 New York teams as well. Buffalo, Rangers, Islanders. And then it's same with football. It's Buffalo, Jets, Giants. Mod? Mod rule? Discord. Oh my god, not discord.com. I should make a stream mod role where they have like same as friends role perms, I guess. Although granted, they're basically the same role. Most people with friends have mod. And if they don't, it's because they don't touch my channel ever. I could like make a chair. And when I say make a chair, I mean like that. Although I actually don't think that has like implications of being better. Oh wait, no, and then what I do is I alternate between the homemade chair and the... Wait. Wait, what? Oh, because that's a block and a half, so it's just gonna repeat that. Although that looks kinda stupid. But I mean, like, hey, it's a step. Could do that and then looks like a toilet. That actually has, potential. And I know it seems kind of stupid, but when you think about it, I can make the back a different color than the front. Which is good, that's kind of what I'd want. I don't know why I'm making these stairs, to be honest. Although I am. They kind of look weird. Although, I still want to try and see. Is it also a bigger overhang? Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. I mean, kinda. It's literally only because the seats are bigger. It's literally the only reason. I'm not excited to go to school tomorrow. I think I've hit the point in the school year already where I just don't want to be there. I mean, I've been that way the entire year. But something about this school year in particular, I just haven't felt it. Like, normally I have some sort of motivation to keep my grades up. Although, was it end of last year, I think? End of last year, I kind of lost that. Or it was one of the quarters, I kind of lost it. And not that my grades slipped, but I missed, I think, a couple days because I was sick or something. And I just didn't do the thing that I missed in one of my classes, which was a summative thing. Or I might have just not done it because I was lazy. There was some reason that I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this. I think the view gets better as you go up now. You don't have a national team. That's tough. I was laughing at the comment below it that the one you just sent, and I just don't know what to say. This is when the trapdoors were nice, or why they were nice. Paintings would not be a good option because of lag. Neither would signs because they're what, I don't even know what they are. Banners might work. Even back to the original slab idea like this. Having banners. I might just go with a normal design. Yeah, random, slow down. Although I was thinking about Christmas today. Christmas decorating. Because I realized I have money to actually buy a Christmas decoration if I want to. Because I never do. I always burn it on Halloween stuff. And I don't have enough for Christmas. But this year, I have something. So I'm like, I might buy one inflatable or something. Because I want a new one. I want a new, like, big one that is something. I haven't had that feeling in a while of a big new Christmas inflatable. Something game breaking. I don't know why I'm breaking this row of stair blocks. I am just going with a normal look. I'm done with this. I've given up. Let's go. I really want a PS5. I might actually ask for one for Christmas. I might be like, "Hey, anyone want to give me a PS5?" Because I'm starting to slowly get concerned about the state of my PS4 in the long run. So I might be like, "Ayo, PS5?" question mark? Because then if I can get everything transferred, then I'll feel good. And I also want to transfer all of my worlds probably to PC, just to have them. Or I might even, like, keep one or two on there. Like, I might keep, LN2, because I feel more confident in my PC lasting, rather than my PlayStation. Although Hello Neighbor Revived, I don't care. I already have it. I can already, like, get a fairly recent version. We understand perfectly well. If you have any sort of care for Halloween, a Christmas commercial on November 1st is just... It's just bad. Like, there's no other way to describe it. It's just the worst thing ever to see. Nobody wants a Christmas commercial on November 1st. Like, oh my god, random. Oh, that was a terrible joke. That was terrible. I'll actually stop at 4. You're just the entire country of Egypt? No way, bro. That's crazy. I'm just an average person. That's really all there is to me. I have nothing special about me. Other than I'm here and I'm making YouTube videos. And I'm okay at Minecraft. I feel like that is one of the things that is, like, different about me. Like, if I ever, like, talk to someone in, like, I don't know, school or whatever, that's, I think, the one thing that sticks out to me most compared to other people is the fact that I'm here and doing this right now. I'm, like, I seem kind of cuckoo, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like to a lot of people I probably seem strange. But I'm, like, there's nothing about me that's special. I'm just a normal person. Okay, so this is the part that's gonna be, I guess that's fine, actually. I guess that's fine. As long as it catches basically everything I need. I'm gonna guess, like, 23. I was 1 block off. Of course I was. So, hold on, so... Wall... stairwell, wall. Block, block, boom. Is that correct? And then it will be... pathway. I think I missed it by a block. I missed by more than a block. Wait. No, I did miss it by a block. Singular darn block. Okay, that's fine. So if it was... hold on. If it was... is it one off the edge? It is one off the edge. I think that's why I got screwed over. So I think it should be here then. Time zones are terrible. I hate time zones. Time zones should die in a fire. Too far. Actually, I don't think that's right. There. You're still here? Dang, Jam. See you later, Baha. Typing is hard. It's just hard, that's all. This is the one thing that annoys me about this, and I just realized that I don't know why I did it this way, because I didn't have to. Yeah, I can just make it normal. There we go. I'd make it gray concrete, but you can see it from the underside. English 101. Yep, it's a difficult language to learn. And master. Okay, I can go destroy the structure block because it's stupid and dumb and nobody likes it. You know it's tough when you speak Spanish instead of English when you're trying to speak English. I really don't want to make this on the other side, but I know I have to. I mean, okay. As much as this is annoying to do, it's gonna look great when it's done. I think that's the big thing. If it looks good, then I don't care how hard it is. Laughs in Little Nightmares. Bruh, that is literally the pinnacle of hard, though. It's not even, like, it's not even funny. Although I did laugh, so it's gotta be at least funny to an extent. But, you don't know how hard it is to make something in Minecraft until you've made something at that scale. Replicated a game at that scale, I should say. Pringles? I'm aware, real shiz. I'm gonna do the roof. I have a long ways to go until I do the roof. There's gonna be at least one more level of seats. Kind of like up more. Maybe two more. Depends if I want to do 2 or 3. I might only go 2. Well, I have done 3 before, I think. I'm not gonna lie. The thing that's nice about YouTube compared to most other career options is that you can find yourself in it before you actually have any idea of what you want to do. Like, Baha, this is why it's kind of an interesting thing. You're young and you still have an opportunity to decide. I mean, honestly, if anybody here, this goes for anybody, if anybody's watching this particular part of the video, and if you want to be a YouTuber, I'd try and go with it now and just see how it ends up. Because if it goes well, then you know that, okay, I can take this as a path. But if it doesn't go well, then you gotta, like, you know, retrace your steps and think of something else. That's what's nice about YouTube compared to most other things, is that you have so much opportunity with it that you don't really have with other jobs. Like, you can't go into an industry until you're 16, but with YouTube, legally 13, you can kind of start playing around with the waters and just seeing what works. That is one of the things that is nice. Do I want a wall here? Or do I want a railing? Well, I mean, I guess I want a wall. with this space? This space is just a weird space. I don't like weird spaces. You're not sharing? You never told me this ever, but you're not sharing. What is that supposed to mean? Yeah, I don't speak stupid. It's also the thing, YouTube's a little bit more like, you can connect more than you can. I mean, like, okay. Having worked at Spirit, I guess I did get a little bit lucky because everyone there was great. I loved everyone that I worked with. But, like, you know, you can connect in a real job, but I think YouTube, it's a wider range. You can get people from different countries. Crazy, Baja, those people. I guess random even. Gaming Pro. All those people that aren't in the US that, you know. And I mean, all you guys in, like, different states, like, I don't know, California or something. Not that anybody in the chat's from California. I'm not gonna throw somebody's, state or country out there. Unless I accidentally do. You know, that's not an opportunity you're gonna get on a daily basis. Which is nice. Like, I mean, maybe you'll see someone who's Canadian or whatever. Or you'll, you know, become friends with somebody that is in person. But it doesn't happen as often as it does with, like, online. That's one nice thing about online stuff nowadays. Is all of that potential. Does it make everything else about it up? I mean, a little bit, but, you know. I'm usually asleep by, like, 11 on a school night. If it's not a school night, it doesn't matter for me. I don't want to make that a different color. Maybe even just like stone or something. Just a slightly different tint of that color. And then I can also make it my own height. So like I can do this instead. Yeah, I kind of like that. Skill issue. I'm gonna see for 23 hours, yep. You robot! I don't know why that's so funny to me. Now the question is, do I want to wall this off and continue up, or do I want to have like a little booth thing up here? This would be a cool spot for a little, like, booth, or more seats. I could even bring this row of seats across. I'll leave it kind of like this for now, and then I'm gonna try to get away with mirroring the whole thing, which I know is very ballsy, but it's fine. I also gotta figure out how to get the math right. X, probably like 48 or something. I was not even close. It might actually be longer than a structure block. It is, it fits basically exactly in a structure block, okay. You know what? I'm gonna go here. Top of that. I want it to be 63. 11, I guess, on the Z. Corn, let's go. Yeah, that is the entire thing, correct? Yes. Now, this is where things get complicated, because if I screw this up, then we're all dead. 7 on the, frick, what coordinate is that? Y. 7 on the Y. If it's gonna be in this corner, is that correct? Yeah. However, I gotta make sure that... it doesn't get totally screwed up. I'm gonna start with there for my guess. I went too far back, didn't I? I think so. By 1 block. Go figure. So now this is where it gets very complicated. I always get this wrong every single time. I think it's the X that should be mirrored. So that doesn't make any sense to me. And I'll tell you why. So... I think I got it off by a block. Yeah, I did. That's kind of unfortunate, but not the end of the world. But I'll tell you why it doesn't make any sense to me. Because logically, right, it should be mirroring, I guess, okay, over, oh no, because over the x-axis, which is this way. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. You just have to think of it in a mathematical way and not a logical way. Okay, now is that correct? I think so. Stream died. Your internet died. Or I died, I don't know. I might be dead right now. So 1 on either side, is that correct? It is correct. Okay, good. So we didn't screw up entirely. Except for this wall right here. Spooky Minecraft ambiance. Somebody tell Jam that my stream didn't die though, and then he's dumb. Alright, nice. That looks pretty good. Other than the structure block lingering in this corner. Oh, it was... okay, I'm stupid. It wasn't in the corner. It was 1 off the corner. That was why it got screwed up. What if I don't want to write the paragraph? Now, okay, here's the other thing. It's gonna ask how do I, make these have the same pop, but I guess I can just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So is it 4.5 blocks? Is that correct? 1, 2, 3, 4.5. Yeah. Which means that this is a 10.5, and that should be a 10.5. Yeah, nice. And that will just be for all of them. which it does take away a couple of seats, but I think it's worth it. And whether or not I want to keep the stone is a different question. And also whether or not these will actually stay here is another different question. Because if I end up moving some things around and having some different walls or whatever. I'll only do that side. I'll wait on this side because if something changes. Hello, Hoang. Assuming I'm saying that correct. Have fun, real shoes. I don't have to donate me anything. Donations don't... I mean, not to say they don't do a ton. I really appreciate them, it's just, you know. You're probably likely to use the money better than I am. Just keep it for yourself, I don't need it. You already technically pay me by watching the videos. Except for these PlayStation streams, because I can't turn on ads for some reason until afterwards. But it's fine. But, you know. Doing that's enough for me. You watch my videos. Be nice to me. You better be nice to me. So I'll banish you to Brazil. Actually, I'll send you to Ohio because that seems to be the trend. Yeah, I think before I actually ironically set those in stone, pun not intended, I do want to figure out what I want the team name to be. My original thought was Dragons, but again, with the custom team thing, if I actually want to make this into a custom team, which would I think be fun, because I'm trying to have as many as I can. Right now I'm at 9, I think. So, yeah, I'm pretty far. And the number of, teams. I'm tired of watching videos on that one. Yes, sir. That'd be pretty epic. I'd really appreciate that. Give me some more money. Trying to save up. In case I ever want to buy something with my money. Like a game or something. I could, yeah, it's... I could actually buy myself that PS5 if I wanted to. That wouldn't be a terrible investment, though. I'm not gonna lie, because... It just wouldn't be. Because it'd be it's definitely something useful. I'm gonna actually ask about that. For, as a Christmas thing. Because I would want one. Although it depends how much, you know. I mean, even if I just got a PS5, that'd be cool. Although, I think I can still run with this for another couple of years. It hasn't shown any signs of, like, dying. Except for some lag here and there, but it's old. I don't know what to expect. But it's handled everything I've thrown at it pretty well. Including this rock. I'm just kidding. I haven't thrown a rock at it yet. I'm still waiting for the right moment to do that. Scorpions might be a good team name. Although I wouldn't really go with bright colors with the team name Scorpions. I was thinking Phantoms too. That was what was in my head earlier. Once I figure out the city name, I think of a team name because they have to work together. Well, that's been 85 minutes. That's not really a ton of progress, I'm not gonna lie. Although, I think with what we had, it is pretty good. I'm gonna put this with the intention of having the stone on the other side. Yeah, I don't want to make too much progress because as much as I want the modern theme, again, the team name is gonna play into a lot of what the outskirts of the stadium look like. Like, all of this light gray concrete here might change to the red concrete or something, just to fit the team. I want a very, like, poppy stadium, because this is... I've made stadiums before. I showed them on the last stream of this, but I don't want to make a stadium... I don't want to make a bland stadium. The ones that I made before, the only thing that they had going for them as far as color was the seats. Everything else was polished andesite. I want to change that. I want this to be, like, let's say I go with, I don't know, knights or something, then I'd make a medieval type of theme. Now, I'm not going to do knights because Golden Knights. That's the other thing. I don't want to go with an NHL name, or a team name that's already in the NHL, or one that's in my custom teams, which is gotta be the hardest part, I think, out of all of it. Thinking of good names. But, yeah. I'll have to try and remember what that nice name was for the city that I had in mind. And once I remember it, I'm gonna write it down. Yeah, I'll try to remember it. I was trying to think if I could remember, but I can't. That's so annoying. You think of a good name, and then you're like, frick, what was it? Well, I'm going to end the stream here. That was a, I guess, fun stream. Thank you guys, if you guys did enjoy this video as I save this into the playlist as per usual. Looking at it, we're kind of getting sort of close to 3,000, which is wild. Have you finished your dinner? And I will see you in the next one. Peace.